Hi, Brix5D here, and I'm continuing my series on the faction wars. Today, the High Elves crypt is open, and this faction has been completed by me a long time ago. Immediately I got my Arbiter, I finished it. Why? Because the faction war boss here is really easy. The only thing you need to worry about is the random freezes and maybe sometimes the fear and all that, but the boss is not complicated, and the champions you need to beat it are easily accessible. You might say, yeah, you're using legendaries. Nope, it's not about legendaries. All I mean is Apothecary built even with what do you call this, Masteries, the tier 6 Masteries all done with a support champion, decrease defense, can take this boss down. The waves themselves might be a little bit of an issue. That's where you need maybe some healers and some revivers. A Tayrel can. You have a lot of champions that can do this. At the end of the run, I'll show you my gear and I'll show you some champions you can use to alternate what I currently use. I used my Arbiter. This was my original team I used to beat it. Let me show you how it was built. And Pixnil, yes, I think. So this is how I beat this the first time. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and take out Pixnil because she has the freeze, but I don't think it works all the time. You don't even need, this much defense because nobody really goes down. And I'll replace this lady with this dude because he does more damage. I don't want this run to take long. So I'll show you some other champions you can use. Let's just go around with the run and see how I do. Is this increased speed? Yeah, this is increased speed, is better. If you want to watch straight to the boss, I'll put timestamps in the video so you can skip straight to the boss if the waves are a little bit easier for you. But the waves are no different from other faction waves. I just feel this one is extremely easy. I'm not even supposed to make this video, but I just have to do it because I need to complete every faction and show the video on my playlist. So this is the one for what do you call it again? I forgot the name of the faction just now. If you wish to fast forward, you can do so, but I'm targeting this dude because he revives people. I'm glad I do have decreased defense. It seems to be the only reason why I'm doing damage on this faction. Else you have a lot of support and healers who don't really do much damage. Yeah, my Lysandra is not built. I just put her because of the speed aura. Can I speed this up a little bit? It's a little faster, right? Yes. Wave 1 is no threat. Wave 2 can be tricky and a little bit difficult to beat because you have the Man-Eater and the Steel Skull being annoying, so I'll target the Steel Skull first. If you're saying you don't have an Arbiter, I'll suggest you don't even try this yet. Go get your Arbiter before you come get the Faction War 21 on this faction. Arbiter should be your priority before you're even focusing on building champions for Faction Wars. Because the Arbiter missions will build your Great Hall a bit, and even doing some arena with the Arbiter will help you get the good stats that you need from the Great Hall to beat a lot of content. So kill before she takes a turn. Oh, of course. Now take over here and make the Arbiter reduce the buff counts. Where is it? This kill. Because Arbiter doesn't usually use it all the time. So sometimes you have to take over and do it manual by yourself. I have a video on my Verges build where I used him to beat, is it Boomer? Yeah, I think that was when we were trying to beat Boomer, that Dreadhorn boss. So that's when I built Verges to 60. Now he's useful in other parts of the game I didn't really plan for then. We're almost at the boss. I think I should take down Man-Eater first before he does some silly buff again to delay this run. But I do have decreased defense on this dude, that's why they're going for him. Yeah, let's take down the Man-Eater. Decreased turn meter, that was a nice one. I didn't think she had enough accuracy to land anything. That's Lysandra. We're almost at the boss. This will be a short video. Hopefully. My other faction wars are challenging as hell. I have to build champions specially for it. This one, as you can see, all these champions were champions I was already using on other parts of the game. So I was just lucky to put them together. Do I need to target anything, the boss or the side arts? I don't think so. They'll all die. Decrease defense. See, that's the boss doing some freeze when you attack him. And the fear also. So if you want to build up resist, fine, but I didn't bother with resist. Fear lands, you miss your skills. Provoke also lands, you miss some of your skills, but eventually you take down the boss easy. Those are the only two things you have to be worried about, this fear and the provoke. But once you take down the side adds, the boss should not be taking that many turns before you, because remember you have the Arbiter here that is supposed to make sure we go first, or we take a lot of turns with our increased turn meter. If my Lysandra was booked or built properly, I don't think the boss will be taking this many turns. Lysandra will make sure the turn meter stays down. Let me take down this one. She's putting some speed on the boss. Let me take down this side ad. Giant Slayer and War Masters are not on all of these champions, but I know Tayrel does have it. I've not even started doing hits on the boss. We're still on the ads. But hey, it's just 6 minutes, right? It's not like the video has gone on too long, right? I think we should be done in 10 minutes. That's a reasonable clan boss. I mean, a reasonable dungeon faction war boss run. 10 minutes. It's not super fast. It's not super slow. Now the main event. Decreased defense is landed. Freezing everywhere. Provokes. Weaken. Some reflect damage from Verges. Come on, let's make this a 10 minutes run. Let's not go longer than 10 minutes. Now, in the future, when I finish beating all the faction war bosses and finally get my Lydia, as time goes on, I might revisit my faction war teams and re-gear them. Of course, when I get better gear, they will get it. With time, your champions just improve in their builds because you keep getting better gear that you did not delete or sell off. So, with time, we'll see 5 minutes faction war boss runs. With time, though. After my series on faction wars, I might revisit the Doom Tower. My least favorite part of the game that I wish to push, but it's the next thing after faction wars. And the rewards there, especially on Doom Tower Hard, are worth it, I think. Personally, I think the faction war does have better rewards than the Doom Tower in terms of the shards and the final reward, the champion. The Doom Tower fragments, secret rooms fragments gives you good champions, yes, but it cannot be compared to what the faction war gives you when you beat it. Lydia, the Dead Siren. We're almost there. 9 minutes 20, 9 minutes 30. Can we do it in 10 minutes? Ooh, that thermometer still was clutch. See, nobody came close to dying because of Apothecary and what's her face? Arbiter. We're gonna go past a little bit on the 10 minutes mark, but hey, we did it. I know a lot of people who don't have any problem with this faction, but I just wanted to post it to complete my list. If you're having problem with this faction, you probably shouldn't be attempting it because you probably don't have your Arbiter. Because Arbiter and Apothecary are two main people to keep your team alive. And if your team is alive, even if they go down, they come back to life, you can continue. So that's the faction for High Elves Crypt 21 boss done in 10 minutes. Oh, that's even my best time, 10 minutes 32. Nice. Now onto the champions that you can use to beat this faction if you don't have this current team. Or do you want to see my skills first? I don't think there's any special build. I didn't build anything specially for this faction. But hey, let's take a look at what we have in terms of speeds. Arbiter, of course, speed boots all through. I mean, speed gear all through. I have attack on her because that's the only one that has double speed. I had triple speed, double speed, single speed. I should change this. Damn. I have something better than this by now. And double speed. Also some speed over here. Single. I should really refine my Arbiter build. I have better speed artifacts. Total speed of 313. Kind of low. But hey, that's what she's there for. Revives and speed. My Apothecary. Where is Apothecary? I already have a champion guide on this guy. See, this is what Arbiter should be rocking. And I gave it to Apothecary. I should really rebuild my Arbiter and take all the speed gear from my champions and give it to her. Speed on almost every substat. And for a total speed of 259. HP and defense maybe. Lysandra is not built. Well, not fully built. I was just trying to give her spare speed artifacts. And who else did I use? I should probably do it by faction so I see all of them in one place. There you go. Defense, lifesteal, defensive champion I wanted to use for the clan boss but didn't get to because his decreased defense takes a long time to come back. It's a 4-turn decrease defense, so I didn't use him anymore for the clan boss. But he does have accuracy enough to land it. 225 accuracy. Let's see the total stats. 5155. As for their masteries, it's standard clan boss masteries that I have on him. For Arbiter, I did go on the defense because I wanted her to survive. For Apothecary, he's doing a 3-hitter, so I came to this one. And Lysandra doesn't have masteries yet. So that's the team. I'm missing one person, Verges, right? He's in the vault. Do you want to see my Verges? Oh, I don't even have space to bring him out. Verges build. That's his masteries. And this is his build I used for the Boomer boss. I was trying to get more speed over here. Resistance also. Alright, let's look at some other champions from this crypt that could help you from the index. High Elves. Of course, any legendaries you have can come into it. Like you saw me take out Pixnil. Of course, if you have enough accuracy to land a freeze for the waves, of course she will come in. I do have Erenera, but she is not built also. If she is built, I'll replace one of my either Lysandra or Arbiter for Erenera, so we can nuke the waves faster. So remember, we're just trying to breeze through faction wars. We're not trying to build perfect builds for them. We're just trying to beat it. Tayrel will be nice and awesome. Jingle Hunter, if you don't have any what do you call it, speed aura, or if that's what you're trying to go for. Battle Sage, I don't know this champion, but I know Tayrel and Verges are the two main one. Royal Guard is a nuker, everybody knows him, so he's OP for this faction also. As for the rares, I wouldn't recommend you take any rares up, except Apothecary and Reliquary Tender. Those two will help you, especially if you don't have your Arbiter yet. Reliquary Tender can take anybody back to life when they go down. If Elhain is your first champion that you took to 6-star, your first champion in the game, fine, but Tayrel was mine. And that's for High Elves crypt. It's a really easy one. I shouldn't even be doing a video about it, but I wanted to complete my index of factions that I've completed, and that's this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this faction. I doubt anybody has questions, but like I said, don't do it if you don't have your Arbiter yet. It's just focus on other things. Focus on Arbiter missions before you come over to this faction. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.